Title: The Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a sweet girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She was named after the pretty red cloak her grandmother made for her. One day, her mother asked her to bring some food to her sick grandmother, who lived in a cottage deep in the woods. She reminded Little Red Riding Hood to stay on the path and not talk to strangers. As Little Red Riding Hood walked through the forest, she met a sly wolf. The wolf was hungry and wanted to eat her. He was friendly and asked where she was going. Little Red Riding Hood, forgetting her mother's warning, told him about her visit to her grandmother's house. The wolf had a sneaky plan. The wolf ran ahead to the grandmother's house and tricked her. He locked her in a closet and dressed up in her clothes, lying in bed waiting for Little Red Riding Hood. When the little girl came to the cottage, she noticed something strange about her grandmother. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have!" Little Red Riding Hood exclaimed. "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf in a deep voice. "And what big ears you have," she said next. "All the better to hear you with," replied the wolf. Finally, she said, "What big teeth you have." To that, the wolf roared, "All the better to eat you with." Just then, a brave woodcutter heard the commotion and rushed to the cottage. He burst in and saved Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother, scaring the wolf away. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood learned to always stay on the path and to be careful of strangers. And they all lived happily ever after.